Welcome and good morning to today's Dashcam diary of a disgruntled veteran. Okay, I'm not really disgruntled today. I definitely was disgruntled earlier this week. But as I'm trying to get through my PTSD and my problems with my medical PTSD and stuff, I am trying to empower myself by wearing my veteran hat to remind me I am veteran strong. I served 9 years in the service, and I've been through so much that I'm not still here because I gave up. I'm a survivor. I'm trying to thrive. I am ready to go. It's been a very tough week for me, as y'all have seen if you've been following me on my YouTube. I've had a lot of feelings this week, and I've had a lot of tough decisions to make for myself with accepting and processing, grieving what my new normal is. My new normal is always going to be changing, and it's so hard when I make so many strides forward in the last few weeks to have so many small little speed bumps in the process of my navigating this chronic illness thing. It's extremely difficult, but it's doable, and I feel a lot stronger today, a lot better since I have felt my feelings over the last few days, probably pretty much a week. This week has been hard. It's been really hard. I did not sleep very good last night. I kept waking up every couple hours, like 1 something, 2, 3. I didn't wake up every single hour, but it seemed like every hour and a half to 2 hours I kept waking up. Is it time to get up? Have my appointment? Okay, no, not yet. Is it time to get up? No, not yet. I even took one of my heavier anxiety meds to try and keep me asleep. It did not do enough. So I'm going to do what my doctor recommended. Once I have enough money, I'm trying to make sure I have at least a minimum of $100 in my account right now in order to cover my co-pays. I have an ultrasound and a mammogram for my right breasticle today. That was part of my anxiety with trying to stay asleep and fall asleep last night. The fear of the unknown, the fear of what if today's results aren't what I really want to hear. I'm going to have a lot more processing and grieving to do if I end up having to have a mastectomy. But that's way further on. I always think too far in advance. I have to think more present, one day at a time. And the first thing they would do is a biopsy. And if it's benign, I don't see why they would want to remove it unless it was really causing some pain and issues. Which I did tell a difference when they did my mammogram the first time, that my right breast was a lot more tender, and it's because of whatever mass is in there. Just with all the weird different symptoms lately, I can't tell if it's because of detoxing from medication. I can't tell if it's more of my digestive problems, which are also stemming from my instability from certain vertebrae and ribs around my digestion area. They have become really problemsome, and if those organs are really struggling to function, which I know they are with my most recent exams that I've had done, procedures, things are definitely progressing, and I'm coming to terms with it. I'm starting to accept it. This is my new norm, and it's always going to keep changing. That is the one constant in life, is change, and especially in chronic illness. It's always changing. it takes is for you to look it up and research it and learn about whatever it is you're scared of. Sometimes it can create more fear once you learn about it, or like me, it creates a little bit of calm knowing that I'm validated in the information that I've learned. But I also have to be careful so I don't have information bias. I try my best not to, but with living with this messed up body for as long as I have, like, I know when something's off. And my mom has had that magical ability too, but I don't think she's as grounded as me, because she really, really struggles with her emotional regulation around her. She's getting older, and there's things happening to her that are changing that she's scared of, and it's very valid. It's valid to be scared of your health and issues that pop up in your health. It's scary. It's a hard topic to talk about. A lot of people don't want to talk about it. Everybody I know seems to want to ignore all their health issues, and they would rather just not know and just not go to the doctor. I can tell you from my experience, ignoring things does nothing to make it go away. If anything, it creates more problems, and then it cascades into things that may not be reversible. It's better to be on top of your health care. And I understand that not everybody has access to good health care. I know many people that are really struggling to find a primary care physician that I could barely even find. And I'm not trying to ruin my relationship with my current one, although I'm starting to feel like not as safe just because of our last conversation. But I've been really anxious this week. I read the room wrong a lot of the time. But when I'm in a heightened sense of vigilance and anxiety like I have been over this last week, just because I've been seeing so many doctors, I have so many different things that are going on, it's hard to pick and choose. What do I want to treat today? What do I want to go after for treatment? Because it seems like I need to treat this thing in order to help this thing, and if this thing isn't helped, then that's not going to get better unless I do this other thing first. It's hard. Chronic illness is so hard to deal with. I will be the first one to tell you that, no matter how chronically happy or upset or whatever feelings I'm feeling. Chronic illness is hard. Life is hard. Family, balance, work life is hard. Thankfully, I don't have, it depends on how you look at it. Me, I feel like I'm thankful that I don't have a spouse that I'm taking things out of on the reg because I'm unhappy or frustrated or whatever. But I was also, where is my support system? My support system are some of my other chronic illness friends, because they're the only ones I understand. But at the same time, my chronic illness friends, they're not very dependable either because of their chronic illness. So trying to line up a time to be able to talk, and especially if there's a time of like, I really need to talk to somebody, like a therapist or a friend, they're not always available. And so it teaches me how to ground myself, to learn how to deal with problems and emotions on my own, how to regulate them better. A lot of time for self-reflection is very helpful. And it seems like the more people that people surround themselves in, if they're not the right people to surround yourself in, and I mean right as in people that are uplifting and positive and really willing to support you in the ways that you want. Everybody's wants and needs are different. Everybody's different, and that's a blessing. If everybody was the same, it would be so boring, maybe a little easier to treat, but you normies that don't have all these issues, like I say you as in a general population. I don't know what kind of community watches me, if you're healthy people, if you're sick people, if you're just bored people. I don't know my audience yet. I don't have that big of an audience yet on here, but get to know me and understand what it's like to be chronically sick. And if you know somebody that is chronically sick in your family, maybe watching me can help you understand them a little bit better. I don't know. My aim and my goal is just to spread information, awareness about there's a lot of invisible illnesses out there and rare diseases that are just not curable. Mine's not curable. It's barely treatable. But it is treatable. It's just you have to find, I have to find the right doctors. And I have to doctor shop. And it's not doctor shopping for drugs. It's doctor shopping for understanding and compassion. And I don't know. I'm very excited though, because I got reached out from Novartis Pharmaceuticals after I did a quick survey online about my chronic hives, my urticaria. I don't think I really have a diagnosis, but I'm about to go on a journey with Novartis Pharmaceuticals. I have an interview set up for next week. I hope that I do well and explain myself in my interview. I might need to prepare and get some chart notes ready and kind of review my own charts to kind of be able to talk about it, to talk about my journey and my story with hives and urticaria and how it's troublesome. It sucks. I hope that they will choose me to be an advocate for their company. They will pay for my travel. They will pay for my story. I'm doing it because I want to help and I want to inspire others. And that's why I'm doing this YouTube channel. But I'm not going to stop trying to inspire further than just my channel. My friend Tammy has inspired me to do more. She just recently went funny. Like, I'm just trying to inspire others. But this has just been on the top of my head. I think it's kind of funny. I know there's always going to be haters, and the ones that are very malicious and mean, I will end up blocking and just hiding their comments, because there's just no need for that. But this one, I'm interested in. This guy's my project. He's going to be my reach out project to figure out, like, what's this guy's agenda? Like, what's his deal? So I responded this morning that I said I would pray for him. I said, I'm sorry. Are you just jealous that you couldn't cut it to join the military? Laugh emoji. And then I put a space, and then in the bottom part I was like, I will pray for you that you find whatever happiness that you're looking for. I said, at least you can be a keyboard warrior. Because my post talked about being a chronic illness warrior and a Navy veteran and this and that. So for him to call me a scammer, I'm like, whatever, man. Maybe I'll do some post or video of me in uniform. Not that I really need to justify myself to this guy. I really don't need to be validated by this keyboard warrior, but I really just want to show I am authentic. And the more people watch, I hope the more they see that. And I just don't understand how this guy was laughing at people for telling me, thank you for your service on my post. And he laughed at him. I'm like, so this guy believes that I didn't serve in the military, maybe. Maybe that's what the deal is. But he didn't serve in the military from what I could tell on his Facebook. So that's why I came up with that comment of like, oh, I'm sorry. You couldn't cut it from the military, but you want to be in the military, or you wanted to be, or something. You're just jealous that some woman did instead, and now I'm disabled, and I'm not a fraud for being disabled. I have invisible illness, but it seems like he's the type of person that doesn't believe in invisible illness, I'm assuming. But I try not to assume anything of anybody. But, I mean, just from what I can tell, this guy, he's just an internet troll, keyboard warrior. As long as he's not super smart and tries to, like, dox me or find out where I live. At least he lives across the United States, so hopefully my kindness kind of gets him to just, like, stop to think about what he's saying to people. But probably not. I don't think he's the type of person that really cares. If he did care, he probably wouldn't be making these kind of absurd comments and going out of his way to find people on the internet, on Facebook, to call scam and fraudulent people. I don't know. I just had to talk about this. I think it's kind of funny. I hope I can kill him with more kindness, and I hope I make him feel more uncomfortable because of the way he tries to make people feel uncomfortable. I will find his weakness. I'm from the Navy, man. Whenever you find somebody else's weakness, you go after it. For me, I'm being vulnerable, so I understand there's people that will come after me. So it is what it is. I'm stronger for what I've dealt with this week, and I'm ready to tackle more. So I'm ready. I'm ready for you. Keep at it, and I will just keep being nice to you until it gets to be not in a way that I can deal with. And then I'll just be deleting and reporting and blocking. I mean, that's all I can do. Alright, peace out, y'all. Have a great day.